So I just wanted to record a little bit, and usually I can click here and do something, but after my last update from Ubuntu, that's what I get now. That's what I'm saying. They're all not so solid as they say they are. All these Ubuntu distros, stuff like that. You know, if people say, in Calculate Linux you can get this, you can get that at Gentoo, you can get that at Debian, yeah, you can get that also in Ubuntu. Having said this, why do I not recommend Arch? Like some people, oh yeah, Arch, you know. I saw many people backpedaling in the last 2 years, you know. There were people out, oh yeah, I recommend Manjaro. First of all, this guy, he was on an interview with Unix EU, and he was throwing the devil sign around. So I wrote then there and say, look, is that the devil sign, or was it a joke I couldn't get or something? So of course nobody replied. So to me, if somebody's throwing devil signs, screw you, get the heck out of my life. But I never liked Manjaro anyway. When I went Arch, I had Arch Vanilla, but I'm bad in theming. Then I used Arch and KDE, which was great forum, great help. But, if somebody really wants to go Arch, that was a good choice for me. And then I had Felice installer, that was good too. Now I think she handed the torch over to somebody else and is supporting him for now. So the Arch Felice installer for Arch will still keep going, which is okay. I said I'm not anymore in Arch for a long time because I had a great time because I went in Arch or with Arch when it was kind of stable for a long time, and I always did the Pacman SYUU or SYYU from the terminal. I never used the updater really, so that saved me lots of stuff. I didn't have light DDM, I had SDDM, and that helped me to avoid a few black screens what other people had. Of course I used XFCE, so no trouble with that. Not too many updates, but still lots of updates. And there's lots of updates. The high cost maintaining them is too much. So, but if you really want to have a hard time with your operating system, then get Arch. And if you want to be screwed over fully, then you got to take KDE as your desktop manager. If you have Arch, you get already 1574 updates every 10 minutes, and put KDE on top of it, so you can't spell that number anymore. and you got a random operating system. Works, doesn't work, boots up, does not boot up, works, does not work. Dirk, you're so mean. No, but that is what it is. You know, KDE is great. I think they're doing a good job developing a lot, but the cost of it is that they have lots of glitches in their desktop environment. And as I think they brought the first stable version out, which I liked a lot, and I loved it. And then they kept going, and then I started getting more and more glitches, you know. They put new features in, which disabled the old one, and the new one didn't work either. So it became frustrating instead of fascinating. So that was my way out, where I said, no more KDE. Having said this, if you go for something like Debian stable, if you want to go back into the future, you get CentOS or CentOS. They have still KDE 4 point something running, which was neat. It was good. I liked it. Otherwise, you just go for something Debian stable, or I don't know what Kubuntu in April is going to do. So I'm really waiting. That's why I haven't reinstalled my laptop here yet, my gaming laptop. I will install Solus on it. I was thinking, because I'm not a Budgie GNOME fan, and I saw AJ Rysek's video about it, and guess what? Solus KDE is a nightmare because it just one glitch after the other, and it's a KDE thing of surprise. So I can only imagine if Solus wants to be rolling release and jumps to every KDE release like most of the rolling releases do, then it's not worth installing, because it's just not stable. It's not worth. It's more hassle than bless. you know. So these are my thoughts on Arch. And yes, I know there's always something coming out. And look at Arch here, look at Arch there, and everybody, oh yeah. So I really cannot understand, for example, that Manjaro is climbing that high. In my opinion, Calculate Linux should be at the Manjaro place, because that's just how good it was to me. We will see if I can confirm this once I reinstalled my gaming laptop, because I have to reinstall Calculate Linux on it. But between you and me, don't tell anyone else, I don't expect any trouble with it. We will see. If you see a ranting video, then I experienced some trouble. Of course I rant about my system too. My FreeBSD run, that was the most disappointing responses I had. I think I saw some message popping up, please unsubscribe and stuff like that. Well, screw you. You know what I mean? Go back to kindergarten first and grow up, right? That's my opinion. Nevertheless, even though I don't like the hugging policy, I still have GhostBSD, or have it installed on my Packard Bell laptop. And I'm thinking I will put it on my HP Pavilion laptop, where I have in a moment Endless OS. Because I need something I feel familiar with. And with FreeBSD or GhostBSD, I get my XFCE desktop. I worked out Nextcloud with my Synology drive. I just put it all in a drive, and then whatever I use, it gets updated and ran. So I'm a little bit independent of the Synology clients. It will still do and still work, right? Except my Synology notes, which I would like to keep and have and use. But I could use that online, right? Like the Office version from Synology. But I'm going to see what I got to do, because I have to do some spreadsheets, like my car logbook will be paper and spreadsheet. And I have to have an expenses spreadsheet. Of course, it's paper there too, but it gives you a nice overview, right? And you can print it off, and then you just have the paper trail somewhere in a folder. And if the taxman comes, he can knock himself out. So that is that. It came to me as a surprise when I was thinking, okay, Dirk, what are you going to do with the Pavilion laptop? And my choice came back and say, you know what, I could put GhostBSD on it. I could give it a shot. The second candidate, but I like to have this one more for my other laptop, for the older laptop, that would be Antiques. Because Antiques is not that familiar with me. And if it is a compromise, it is a compromise because this is a low spec laptop which is older. And if it excels there and I get used to it, then it's not anymore a big step to use it for something else. So I'm tricking myself here. My wife is upstairs. She's doing something. Tomorrow? No, not tomorrow. Wednesday I got to go to the city again, so I will be the whole day gone. Didn't work out on Sunday because I was afraid of really bad weather condition. Don't know if they happened in between, because there's always a difference between my town here and the city. Most times we get caught in between. So it was enough wind to blow you off the street when you have icing condition, and there's nothing you can do. When the wind blows you off the street, you go off the street into the ditch. My last ditch experience was quite okay because I made it into the ditch and got out again. But that was with my Jeep. Now I've got a Prius. I doubt it gets out once it's in a ditch. Not with its own power. It just can't do it. It's not made for ditches in and out. The Jeep was okay. So, nevertheless, so that's just a quick update. Oh, hold on, a dual boot usual. Yeah, maybe I put Antiques on the Pavilion too. Yeah, that might be a good idea. I'll put Antiques on and GhostBSD, and then I can dual boot. I can even make a video then about it. I mean, yeah, it's not very powerful, it's very bad video quality, but nevertheless I can make a video and show how you dual boot with FreeBSD and any other Linux distro. I'm going to do that. But I have a subscriber, he asked me something about Endless OS. I noted that and I'm going to do that, but I need a little bit more time for that. It's the same, like I'm not going to reinstall my Pavilion right now. That happens someday next week. And I'm a little bit behind watching the videos of some of my subscribers, because they make quite good videos and I like them. And some give me some ideas, which is pretty good. I like it. I like good ideas. And so yeah, I do not recommend Arch actually, only if you're really in fixing, troubling, or helping the Linux community finding glitches. I mean, you don't have to find glitches, they're coming to you. So just deal with them, find solution, post them, help people. If you're into this, that's totally great. For me, no, I still need somewhat workable, you know. So Debian testing is as far as I would go. I know that something happened to the banker Irish. I think he became masochistic or something. He went to Gentoo, is that unstable? So I don't know what happened in his life that he thinks he has to punish himself. But hey, you know, if he's helping the Gentoo community to fix glitches, perfect. I mean, he doesn't really have to work, you know. He's a banker, he has so much money. Yeah, he controls an imperium, but not really by himself. He has many CEOs, and they're just reporting to him. And he uses Gentoo to analyze this all, and then he gives his orders to the people. So he calls CEO in Chicago, say, get more money in. So, and he puts the phone down. And then that CEO said, "Ooh, Irish is mad at me. I'd rather get some money in." And then he does that. And then he might call New Jersey and said, "What the heck happened to the numbers? I need more money." Bow! But New Jersey is sweating blood and said, "We got to get more money. We got Irish is coming. We are in trouble. Get more money in." And then, of course, that's how the numbers go up. That's the American system, you know, rule by fear. And do not understand and sympathize with your people. Haha, that was a punch under the belly, wasn't it? Holy moly. Oh no. Okay, I cut that video off. But you see, I can't go here anymore. This is over and out. The last update killed that. There's always something happening, isn't it? But that, I don't see that as a problem. That's not even an inconvenience. An inconvenience is when I have to work around much. I can just go here and click here on stop recording, right? So that's not a broken lake or something like that. And anyway, I don't want to do much with that here in a moment, because as I said, my gaming laptop will be reinstalled, and then we'll see. We will be rocking and rolling. I will watch. Yeah, most likely I'll put Ubuntu on 18.04 when it comes out, and then I will be swearing and ranting and shouting and screaming and punching tables and keyboards as much as I want, if something annoys me very much. On the other hand, there will be a new Calculate Linux installation, which will be like nice honey on the tongue, right? That's how that's going to be. Yeah, Solus KDE. I might just put it on to show you guys what I just meant when I say, if you want hell on earth, install Arch with KDE, because I think with Solus you will get the same version. KDE alone can take you on, you know. But we will see what they do. You know, if that's the first version, maybe they stay with called LTS versions of KDE. I don't know that. So we will see. I'll keep an eye on it. Now I will get you and keep you informed. So my decal, my wife would correct me now. I call him decal for my car getting ready. Wednesday I get the brakes in. I didn't do it Sunday, so when I got the brakes in, one day I have to go to the city again, then they check the brakes in, does it work? Yeah, okay, it does work. Here's your permit. Good training, good in-car training with your kids. And then I will ask Irish for one of his, you know, he has tinnitus, and it comes from he has these money counting machines. I said machines with an S, so he doesn't have one money counting machine, he has many. As much as I understand, the room you don't see in his videos, this is where the money machines are, and he has tons of girls. They are feeding the machine, and all you hear is on all these grand with these $1,000 notes go and piled up, and then they get in bags and stuff like that. And Irish got that already for many years, so he had some kind of tinnitus from that permanent money shuffling noise. You know, I can only imagine how much this man is suffering when you hear all the time the money going in the bags and in the machines. But, you know, I'm glad he's taking it on. Right? So, this is it. Now, okay, give you some insight again. I mean, I should maybe keep this series running, who is who, because you will be surprised what's out here in the Linux world, right? Who would have known that Irish is a banker? I told you about Das Grego, right? So everybody knows now. So, alright. I'll call that video off and I will upload it soon. I hope you like it. Because as I said, this week I don't have much time, so you just get these very informative, short, money-making videos uploaded. Oh, I forgot to monetize. Dang it. Alright, no, won't be monetized. Never, ever. As long as I have to say, there will be no advertising on it. Okay, guys, love you all. Hater, don't forget to push the dislike button. Everybody else with brain and sympathy, please push the like button to overcome the hater dislike stuff. Some do already, that's pretty neat. Thank you so much and have a good day, guys. See, I can't do it. I can't click it. Oh, I got to do it from here. Dang. Next video is my rant about OBS Studio not working anymore. Oh, can I click that? I will see. If it works, then I see you later. Thank you. Bye bye.